In case of a disaster, you may need to either shelter in place or evacuate. In most shelter-in-place scenarios, you'll want to close and lock all doors and windows. Depending on the nature of the emergency, you may need to turn off any heating and air conditioning systems and seal windows and doors with plastic and duct tape. Check your emergency supply kit and discard any items which may be outdated or contaminated. Make sure your home has at least one working telephone that is not cordless but is hardwired to the phone jack. Most cordless phones will not work if the electricity is off, even if the phone line is still working. In any disaster situation, avoid using candles if at all possible. Many post-disaster fires are caused by unattended candles. Likewise, do not attempt to use outside devices like camping stoves or grills inside your home. In many disaster scenarios, the only way to avoid danger is to evacuate. As horrible as the disaster of 9/11 was, the experts agree thousands of lives were saved thanks to timely evacuations. Your personal disaster plan needs to incorporate 3 evacuation scenarios. The first and most important evacuation scenario is how to get out of your home in the event of a fire. Sit down with your family and a blueprint of the floor plan of your home. Develop at least 2 possible escape routes from each area of your home. Make sure your home has at least one working smoke detector on each level, including basements and attics. If you heat or cook with fossil fuels such as gas or oil, or have a fireplace, you should also have a working carbon monoxide detector. It is possible for small children to sleep through smoke alarms, but it is less likely they will sleep through hearing their mother's voice. As mentioned before, you should practice your family fire drill at least once per year, and more often if you have younger children in the home. The second evacuation scenario we all face is what to do if disaster strikes at school, at the workplace, or some other building we are frequently in. Adults should practice exit awareness along with regular evacuation exercises at their place of business. Teach children to always be aware of posted exits at school, movie theaters, malls, or other buildings. A fire alarm may be used to alert occupants to a violent individual on the premises or the release of toxic materials in the building. The third evacuation scenario is area or regional evacuation. In an area or regional evacuation, emergency personnel have determined that a threat to health and safety has occurred or is imminent for a certain area, and citizens need to leave that area. The order to evacuate will be communicated by one or more of the following methods: local media, reverse 911, door-to-door, or through other emergency notification systems which may be active in your area. Just as with your home or workplace, you need to familiarize yourself with various evacuation routes away from your immediate area. The route you might normally take, going and coming from your neighborhood, may be blocked by emergency personnel or be too dangerous to use. Even if you've lived in an area for several years, there may be many alternative evacuation routes out of your neighborhood you do not know about. A good personal emergency plan should include maps or written directions showing alternate routes out of your neighborhood. Stay familiar with these routes by using them on a regular basis, so you'll know where to go even without a map or directions.